Hey guys, what's up? Seb Almighty here, bringing you another Euro Truck Simulator 2 video today. Now, I want to talk about one of the latest crazes in Euro Truck Simulator, and predominantly it started on the multiplayer side of Euro Truck, but it's a thing called J-SPEC Trucks. Now, for those of you who aren't familiar with J-SPEC Trucks, basically what it is realistic European trucks that you will see every day on the road in European countries. And by realistic trucks, I mean standard configurated trucks that doesn't have, you know, thousands of lights. It doesn't have a massive roaring bulging engine. You know, it doesn't have, you know, little accessories and unnecessary stuff. It's just a bog standard basic realistic truck that you would see everyday European trucking companies use. So what we're going to go ahead and do today is we're going to go build a J-Spec truck and basically show you what I mean by J-Spec, and you know, just have a look and just see what all this latest craze is about. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this Scania as a kind of base model, and we're in Nuremberg at the moment. So what we're going to go ahead and do is head over to the garage. Now, if you head over onto the European, sorry, the forums, get my words out. There is quite a multiplayer section thread about J-Spec trucks, and it's proven quite popular among truckers in the sense that it just kind of adds realism to the game, in the sense that you're driving a configurated truck that you would typically see on real European roads. So what we're going to go ahead and do is configure this. Oop, if I don't stall. Oh, I don't know. Okay, so upgrade shop. Okay, now J-Spec trucks are typically like bog standard basic trucks, as I've said, that you see. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead with this Highline cabin. I mean, you do see top line cabins, and you know, you do see a lot of normal cabins, but we'll go for the medium here. We'll go for Highline. Highline is fine for a J-Spec truck. Chassis, okay, now there seems to be the consensus that the typical chassis you see are 4x2 for trucks. I think you can get away with 6x2, but we're going to go simple and go 4x2. It's my favourite chassis style because it gives me the extra fuel tank capacity for long distance hauls, and it looks nice as well. Okay, engine size. Now the big thing on engine size with J-Spec trucks is that anything over 500 horsepower is considered no-no for J-Spec trucks. So basically we need to look for an engine size that's under 500 horsepower. So no V8 engines, no 520s, no 730s. It has to be under 500 horsepower. I think the limit is 510, but I don't think Scania do a 510 brake horsepower engine. 520, but that's a V8. We can't use a V8 engine, so what we're going to do is we're just going to go for 420 brake horsepower. I like using these low sized engines. It has a challenge. Anyone can hook up a 730 brake horsepower engine, pull trailers willy-nilly and have no problems whatsoever. I like the fact that you can have an underpower engine that adds a bit more kind of a challenge, you know, alters the way that you drive, and just kind of keeps things realistic, really. So we're going to go ahead with this 420 brake horsepower engine. Transmission, I don't think there's any issue with transmission. It doesn't add anything specific other than a retarder. I'm going to choose the one with the retarder, the OptiCruise with retarder, because I drive manual, and having extra braking, especially the way I drive, is always handy. I'll have the retarder. Truck configurator, now we have to keep this kind of like company standard. So if we go standard UK, I don't think it's a massive issue if you were to go executive I mean, all it really adds is the sat nav and that kind of thing. I don't see any personal harm in it, but a lot of people are saying you can't have it for J-Spec configurated trucks, so we'll just keep to the standard UK. Okay, colour wise it doesn't really matter at this specific moment because we can paint it up, but I will talk a bit more about the paint scheme afterwards. So we'll keep it white for now. Okay, accessories. Now with a J-Spec truck you have to keep accessories to a minimum, and typically plastic orientated stuff, so you can't have anything like bulging grills. You know, we can't have anything like stupid bull bars. Well, they're not stupid, but you know, they look ridiculous. Let's be honest. So I think we can get away with like an accent bull bar. You know, you typically see these on sort of you know, company vehicles and stuff, so I think we can get away with that. Now, like I said, I'll say this isn't an official thing. You don't have to have a J-Spec truck. It's not like, you know, it's the law in order to play multiplayer, but it's a thing that a lot of the multiplayer players are doing now, just making their trucks realistic, just, you know, trying to keep in line with trucks that you would typically see in sort of Europe in the real world. Now I know obviously different countries, different continents will have different style trucks and everything, and some people say that V8 engines are the norm and you can have loads of lights and everything like that, but for the purpose of this video we'll keep it to how it's, you know, how it's been written on the forums, and we will not have anything too leery or too whatever, so we'll leave the bull bar out. I personally don't like bull bars on Scanias. I don't know, I like this kind of just this straight faced front of the truck without anything sort of, you know, bulging out from it. Top bars we won't have, we don't need them. We'll keep just to the standard headlights and everything. So we don't need beacons. Door steps we'll keep as stock. Main mirrors need to be plastic, nothing too leery, no chrome, no nothing at all, that's fine. Door handles plastic, again that's all good. Side skirts, now there's no point in having the V8 one because we don't have a V8 engine. I think you can have stock side skirts, you know, I think we'll be okay with stock ones, so we'll keep the stock ones on, plus it looks a lot cleaner as well. Doesn't look as bare if you have the side skirts, so we'll put those ones on. We'll put the lights on. Now obviously we're not allowed anything like massive exhausts, but I think obviously for safety purposes we're allowed these lights. Obviously they illuminate us at night time and help us to be seen on the road. Wheels, now I'm not too sure about the wheels. Nothing's written on the forum that I read specifically about wheels, so I think in terms of tyres we can kind of have any tyre we want, but for this instance we'll go for elemental ones. And rims I think we'll keep standard. There's nothing wrong with standard rims. So in terms of setting up your truck, that's pretty much it really. I think there's nothing else that we can add that's not going to be, I mean, I think you can maybe have like obviously nothing that leery with the bull bar or top bar. I think you can maybe have like a bull bar if you want, but we'll keep it off for now. Sun visors, I think obviously you need to keep them stock, so that's the stock one for the Scania, which adds lighting anyway, so we don't need anything on the bull bars. As you can see, I mean it's nothing extravagant, but it lights up and you can easily be seen. Okay, so what we'll do now, we don't need to add anything inside, so we'll confirm the order. Now the paint scheme. Now obviously you have a huge amount of paint schemes to choose from. These are the Scandinavian DLC paint jobs that came with Mythical gods and all the rest of it, folklore and stuff. Obviously we wouldn't be allowed anything like that. They do say on the forum regarding J-Spec that you can have minimal like company skins. Now obviously I don't have any like particular company skin. I don't skin, so I don't have anything. I just have like the standard released skins. Maybe we could have that streamline. Yeah, that's very simple, very basic. It's like stock for Scania. That's doable. I, however, like to go for kind of white. In the UK, I see lots of white coloured trucks, like company trucks, for haulage companies and stuff. So I don't know if we'd be allowed to get away with chrome. Sorry, metallic colours rather. No, we'll do custom colour. We'll do white. I think you can have. I think one thing that you are allowed to do. I use this as an example. So we'll have the top bit white, like that. The bottom thing, I think we can have like maybe black, like that. So that looks kind of like typical company trucking configurating paint job. If that's even such a word. But you know what I mean. I think we're allowed to have something like that. It's very simple, it's very minimal. You know, it looks like a typical daily work tramper that you would see on UK roads. But I'm just going to keep mine white, I think. Just keep it nice and clean and white and shiny. Like that. I don't. $12 for a service. There we go. So that's pretty much it. I mean, there's nothing like extravagant with this truck. In terms of adding any kind of detail and stuff. The key here is to keep it minimal, keep it simple, stupid, and you can't really go wrong. I mean, if you need any sort of you know, hints or, you know, help with making a J-Spec truck, then you can always have a look on the ETS2 forums. People post pictures of their trucks, so you can get a bit of an idea. You can look on Google, all that kind of cool stuff, and have a look and make your own. You don't have to use Scania. I just use Scania because, you know, it's the typical go-to truck really in Euro truck. But I mean, this DAF that's parked next to me, this stock DAF, looks very J-Spec-ish. You know, there's nothing leery on it. Maybe change the chassis, but there we go. So there we go. That is J-Spec trucking. Give it a go. See what you think, and you might be surprised. I'll post a link to the forums for the J-Spec page, so you can have a look and have a look at some of the other Euro truckers J-Spec configurations. But from me, Seb Almighty, thank you very much for watching, and till next time, bye for now.